Hello, everyone. This is Enzo Eigen in the Alliance for Loki, and this is Alliance War 7, Season 25. And so I'm going in this middle lane. This is Path 5 here, and this is Rhino on Ebb and Flow Intercept, and I'm using Doom. Now, normally you'd have to be really careful about this because he is a extra large defender, which means the defensive tactic Protect would help shield him from a lot of damage, and then you'd have to intercept him, and he's really hard to intercept because, of course, he is, he's unstoppable. So you probably have to bring in something like, I assume, like Captain America: Infinity War would be a good play against him, or anyone who can deal with slow to keep his unstoppable charge down. But we already have killed the boss, so Protect is not in play here, so I don't have to worry about that at all. So I'm just basically fighting him, and it's gonna be a slow, long fight. My instructions from Taters was just to fight him as normal. Don't even care about trying to intercept him, and so fine. I'm just gonna fight him, and Doom is plenty powerful enough, even at 60% strength, to take down this Rhino, and he's only rank 2 at that as well. So I just wanted to continue my thoughts about my last war video where I was talking about sort of the state of war. And I was trying to think of some easy fixes because, of course, I don't want to just say what I don't like. I also want to try to propose fixes for war. And I have two, I think, pretty, hopefully simple changes that could liven war up a little bit and also not cause too much work for Kabam. Because, yeah, I can imagine that having to redo war maps is a huge undertaking. And so the first thing I would do is you could just strengthen the champions you're fighting against. I know that wouldn't make too big a difference, but a longer fight means a greater chance of something going wrong. So imagine if you gave them 50% more health, maybe 50% more attack, so they're just that much more powerful. I don't think it would make a huge difference, but it might make enough, especially on some of the harder nodes where that's that little bit extra. Because I feel now, I get this from watching Dreamin's videos. Like, he's playing okay, but not great with his Omega Red. Sorry, Dreamin. And he's taking hits and things like that, and it doesn't really get too close to killing him. And so if the consequences were worse for getting hit and the fights were longer, I think that'd be a really easy, simple change to make. Another thing I was thinking about, which I think it would be really cool, would be to allow synergies to work. Now, before, you never want synergies to work because all the defenders were hidden, and so of course, you had no idea what synergies were in play and what were not. But since they have allowed characters to be visible, I think you could do it because it would just add another layer of intricacy to the game. Same with creating your teams, how you do it. You'd also want to take synergies into account, and hopefully the programming would not be too hard to allow that to happen. So yeah, I feel like that would be a pretty creative idea if you had synergies that worked in War 2. I mean, I don't know. There might be some issues where champions would be too crazy, but yeah, I guess that's always a concern. But yeah, that would be pretty exciting, I feel, and hopefully again simple enough that they could just do it. Fighting here against a Professor X is actually the first time I've ever fought a Professor X. Recently, I've fallen in love with Professor X, and I've been playing him a lot. But that was before this war, and so I feel like now I have a much better understanding of how he works and what I need to worry about. I go in with Torch because, of course, every hit is an energy attack, and so let's just go have my smolders go crazy, which will just help me do damage. I don't really have to hit him after a while. He's just going to be setting himself on fire. Does have redoubled determination. He does falter, but of course Torch doesn't care about the falter with enough temperatures, and I'm really just letting him hit me a lot into my block just to continually increase my smolders and my temperatures. So you can see now he's just putting so much smolders and power stings on himself. It's pretty crazy, and so yeah, this fight is going very well. I mean, again, it's another one of these fights where maybe if he is hitting twice as hard, like in the end, I take all from block damage around 20% or so of block damage. So if it was taking 30 or 40% block damage, I mean, you'd start to get concerned if the fight was took, as opposed to a minute, took a minute 30 seconds. I mean, it's not going to be a game changer, so I think it would be but it would be interesting. Also, I think a lot about the new nodes that we're having in incursions. I feel like incursions is really the proving ground. Imagine having thermostat. That'd be pretty cool. So I think they have a lot of new nodes ready. They just have to sort of decide when they're going to put them into the game. In war, I mean, thermostat would be interesting because then like Spider Ham and Golk might become pretty cool characters to use as attackers since they deal with that passive degen. Anyway, I hope you liked the war. I'm still deathless. Actually, I did 4 fights. I forgot to record the first 2. But yeah, the war season's been going good. And we did lose this war. Again, we had like 8 deaths. They had 5. And that's all it takes this season is just a few extra deaths. And, or more than 5 basically masters. And you're probably going to lose. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. Bye-bye.